Pep, good afternoon. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
I appreciate this is an FA Cup press conference, but all the talk this lunchtime is of the Champions League draw. Atletico Madrid, your opponents, we've seen how they played at United earlier in the week. How dangerous an opponent are they for you?
I understand completely this question. The FA Cup will be so sad about you because you don't respect the oldest competition all the time. So, but okay, I understand it. What could I say? Just see. I think we'll go through in an incredible tough group stage with Liverpool, Porto, and Milan. And after the game against United in 180 minutes, I think they were better. The game we played in Madrid were fantastic, and especially in the first half and here. So it's a team that they do, or they are what they are, and they are able to avoid who you are. Is the biggest quality from Atletico Madrid. They are always what they do, and for the way they play, you try to impose your game, but sometimes it's not so difficult. Second leg away, it's more complicated, but you know, this is a stage. The best 8 teams in Europe, I think all draws are difficult, and come back to Madrid.
If you win, you could well face Chelsea in the semi-final, which would obviously be a repeat of last year's final. Is that a big incentive for you and your players?
A tough work to do against Atletico Madrid to think about the next round. So absolutely, I'm not going to answer because it's just fairy tales answers.
You've avoided Liverpool, but Liverpool this week have come up right on your heels in the Premier League race. These two squads now look very capable of going toe-to-toe for the rest of the season, possibly right up until the final game on May 22nd. How do you assess the title race now that they are right on your heels?
I could not expect to be far. You play the games we drop points lately with Southampton and Crystal Palace. We play to win the games. So, but football is football. Sometimes we organize why you didn't win is football. I think against Tottenham we played to don't lose the game, but the way we defend the last action, we deserve to lose the game. It's what it is. So we're going to sleep 14 or 15 days top of the league, and after we'll come back for international break, and it's a Premier League for 9 games, and I think everybody knows what you have to do. So it's a marvelous challenge. We will be there to face them. We're going to try it, and start Football League and direct games.
And just to nod in the direction of the FA Cup, as you say, without being disrespectful to it, can I ask you about the game this weekend? I mean, difficult to get the players motivated for an FA Cup game when there's other big prizes on the horizon?
How you ask me this when we show in these 6 years, like we play every competition, every game, like was our last game in our lives? You cannot ask me this. We respect a lot the FA Cup and go to Wembley in semi-finals, so it's great. So, and we know how difficult it will be away against Southampton. But I'm sorry, I trust a lot with my team and my players. I know. So I know it looks like everything is gone, it's over, no chance for anything. But the manager still trusts a lot with these players to try to, in every competition, be who we are, like we were in Southampton, like we were in Crystal Palace, we drew points, and we're going to try to do it. So I want to do it with these guys. I will not change one single player to do this next 2 months that we have ahead of us. Do it with a differently. I like to do it, and we're going to try it. Success? I don't know. Okay.
Hi, Pep. Could I just ask you about Kyle Walker? He wasn't picked in the England squad yesterday, and Gareth Southgate said he wanted to look at other right backs, but then Trent has pulled out today, and I think Reece James is going to pull out as well. Do you expect Kyle to go back in, or having left him out so he looks at other players, would he prefer him not to be selected?
it's difficult for me to involve about the national team's decisions. So I respect a lot Gareth and with the selection. Always I can say that Kyle is incredibly important for us with the success we had in the past, in the present we have in the future. Kyle has been, is, will be so important, and he will be back in the national team. What's happened now for me, I don't know anything about that, so I don't know what's going to happen. And what I know, I Gareth talk with Kyle and the reason why, and this is at the end the most important thing.
I don't expect you to answer stories about Erling Haaland, but you've never made any secret of the fact that you want a number 9.
Why you ask me the question Haaland when you know I'm going to ask her about Erling Haaland?
Well,
so you ask me. I know you are going to answer, so you ask me. So don't ask me because I'm not going to answer.
Well, you might one day. You might.
Listen, no. Since I am here, so apparently every month or 2 months we are going to sign 50 players. So. I'm not going to, right now, listen, it's impossible. I'm going to talk about some guys like he's not here, and I don't know will be here. He's a Dortmund player, and we have incredible ahead of us. So you can answer for this player or another one. So at the end of the season, it's going to start the transfer window, and many things is going to happen.
But you all have repeatedly spoken about and been asked about a number 9 and what they give your team. I realise you haven't got one to the end of the season, and that's most important. But you
listen, and maybe I speak about this club needs a striker for the next 5, 6, 7 years, maybe once in the last 12 months. So I'm not going to be the guy being success or not success. It's because we didn't have a striker or have a striker. We have a strikers, we play with strikers. And important in football, my point of view, is when you play good, there are 7 players in the box or 8 players in the box. This is the best way to play and score a goal. So we are right now ahead of a game to bring us or try to go Wembley for semi-final of the FA Cup. We are in the last 8 best teams and we are at the top of the league. I would love to have 20 points ahead of Liverpool, but this is impossible. But we are there. So what we have done so far is great. Honestly, so great. And now he's going to come back after international break, play this game, pray that the players come back for the national team as best as possible, no injuries, and yeah, the last 2 months. Like we fought a lot to be there and try to do it.
Hi. Back to Atletico, if I may. You just gave a very good definition of them, that they are what they are and they avoid you being what you are. How rare is to find a club that becomes the manager or the manager that becomes the club, like the relationship between Simeone and Atleti?
When this happens, you have an incredible achievement as a club institution. The most important thing will happen in that club is that Simeone will not be sacked. And all the players know he is the manager and he will be the manager. And all the players in the media know the hierarchy support the manager unconditionally for the fact the result they had in the past. So they are not stupid. When it doesn't work, no manager can sustain in the teams like Atletico Madrid and that they compete to win the title. So being there, so they will be replaced by their success, and now everybody knows. So everybody knows what is the path, what they have to do, and that's why they were incredibly consistent in the last years.
Would you regard his ideas as opposite than yours, as like 2 very different styles of reaching the same goal, I guess?
I don't understand these measures because first I was not there being lead or being trained by him, so I don't know. But if he likes don't concede goals, I like more than him. If I want to win games, I like more than him. And I like the counterattacks the same like him. So the people make theories about the way play one and the other one. So I like a lot of things. I would like to do something like they are able to do it. Like sometimes I'm not able to do it. But I think both teams concede few goals, concede few chances. and maybe I'm agree, we try to do it with the ball. They try to sometimes defend a little bit deeper and counterattack, but in some moments they press high. I saw the first 50, 20, 25 minutes against Man United, and United could not breathe. They make an intense high pressing. In some moments they defend deeper. I would say maybe longer than that, but after they use the quality. So I saw the game against United in the second leg, and when they defend and they contact with Griezmann, with Carrasco, it's not that case with the play, but with Joao Felix, and they have the tempo, the 2 or 3 passes like Lodi, Marcos Llorente, or the people from Koke and the other ones, they can make use the counter-attack there. So they are doing that for many, many years, more than maybe 1 decade, and reached finals of the Champions League. Like for 1 minute they didn't win it, and it's an elite in Europe all the time. So I'm not saying why you have to compare. So they play to win the games, we play to win the games. We're going to try it, knowing that will be difficult to impose our game against them because they are good doing that. So doing what they do and avoid what you try to do. And you have to be in all the aspects, you have to be clever because they wait for the right moment and they know they will have it because they have it. And every game they have the chances to score a goal. And we have to be, to play, but it's nice, so it doesn't matter. We play another opponent in the last 8 teams, would have been difficult too. So we go in a nice stadium with incredible supporters, and yeah, we're going to reach the semi-final. Hopefully they are worried to play against us. Hopefully.
Just generally, what have you learned about the team over the last month or so?
My team?
Yeah.
Not much.
Just because
I know my team quite well, so every time after 6 years, I learn a lot. And we have to learn. It depends on we win or we lose. That is not learn, So I know my team, with the good points we have, the weak points that we can improve, and normally came from the emotional inside, not for the process, for the emotionally. Second half, Crystal Palace was more anxious. We're going to win. Sometimes you play not like the way you should play, but that is normal. They're human beings. They want to win. I know the reaction when we miss the action. I know the reaction when we win in just the whistle in Goodison Park against Everton, how we celebrate the goals against United. So I know the desire that they want. I know it.
The emotional element of it. Is there anything you could do as a manager to keep them level?
He is so easy. Yeah.
No, is there anything you can do?
No. I'm saying, I would try it. But you know what is there? When you're 75 minutes, 80 minutes, you want to win, you try it, you miss the chances, it's not possible, control the emotion on that. So it's not easy. They are human beings. They have mom and dad. And everyone is special. Yeah, we work on that, yeah. But sometimes it's difficult. For example, against United, I said, be calm. They want our impatience to punish you in the counter-attack, so I have to be patient. I didn't want energy. I don't want to make special messages. I don't want to make a special thing because it's United, a derby. No, completely the opposite. Completely opposite. I have to be calm. Because otherwise, we are not good at that.
You said, I might have misheard you before, but I think you said you might need to do something differently in the next couple of months.
We have to do differently?
Yeah, I think
No. I would love to do what we have done so far. Yeah, definitely. Just when we had 6-yard box to score a goal. That's what I love it. But a part of that, details. They're going to play against Southampton that they shape and move differently, like Crystal Palace, for example, and they have to adapt, and they try to adapt them, the movement that they do. But no. What I said before, try to be in that amount, the games that we have, that they know every game is a final now in the Premier League, of course, and the Champions League next Sunday, is be ourselves. And every player, do it ourselves. And train like most of the part of the training today with training, be that. No more than that.
You're in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup this weekend. Is the FA Cup your most sort of straightforward chance of a trophy this season?
Well, in the Premier League right now we are leading. You know,
Yeah, but
right now, today, right now, I don't know in what way.
just in the
The
sense that,
destiny is in our hands.
yeah,
So I'm sorry.
but there's
But
9
this-
games to
this
play
is- this
in the
is
Premier
truth.
League,
Yeah, no, of course.
but 3.
Because
sort
they are
of-
closer for the mentalist games.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same games that no, but yes, one game, yes, different than the Champions League. No, I don't count, don't select competitions. You know, I know how difficult it will be in Southampton away, so they have to prepare to travel good and compete well, and then try to go forward.
And some of the players spoke about it being weird against Sporting last week because they'd already kind of won the tie. Does it help you now that, you know, it's a knockout game on Sunday and every game is tough going forward?
No, I don't understand the first part of the question, sorry, Simon.
Just the Sporting game last week.
Sporting game, yeah.
Yeah, some of the players said it was a bit weird sort of playing because there was no intensity because the tie was already over. Whereas now you've got a run of very difficult games coming up.
Yeah, it was 0-5. It was you play to give the game more open or more close, and past minutes. Yeah, we try to tell them forget the result, and try to do what you have to do. That is a dream for everyone. But at the same time, I spoke with the players. You don't have to forget. We start the game with 5-0, so we don't start the second leg with 0-0. We start with 5-0. And this is the mind of the players, you know that? They have to, okay, we're going there, open the game, have to score, or just more control game, and that's happened, And even there, they didn't push. They wait there, and with the counter-attack, it happened in the second one. And the second half, we open more. Look how many counters we concede. They have 1 or 2 chances to score. Yeah, it's a completely different game, When you play a knockout game, sometimes you play with the result, especially the second leg. So at the end, the game in Atletico Madrid, the second leg, we'll see what happened in the first. So, in the FA Cup is one game, semi-final, the FA Cup is one game, final one game is completely different.
Since you arrived here, you've consistently challenged for trophies. You might not have won every trophy every year, but usually at the end, you've been there. When you look at a club like Man United, who have spent a similar amount of money and haven't challenged really, they've gone 5 years without winning a trophy. I think it's 2 Champions League quarterfinals in 10 years. Does that put into perspective a little bit the job that you've been able to do here?
Me, no, all of us, yeah, definitely. But what I said before United, so I would love to give an opinion about that. Not to help them, because I'm sorry. But I don't have an opinion because I'm not there. So I don't know the reason why. The respect I have United tradition, what they have done, the previous manager, I think the team they have is fantastic. So the players, when you face themselves, wow, how good, we cannot deny how good they are. But the reason why, I would say because the contenders are good too, So last season, for example, they were with Ole was second, and they fought to the Premier League until last 3 or 4 or 5 games. The problem is we were brilliant. So sometimes the contenders make the standards higher, but I don't know. I'm not there. Like this. What I said, depending of what's going to happen, I said many times, what we have done in the last years is remarkable. In this world right now, the football worldwide, to being there, right now, 2 months away, we are there. That is, I said many times, of course we want to win. And we fight every game to win all the games. And when we were out in the penalties with West Ham in the end, early of the season, I was not happy. But I understand the football and the game and the sport, like sometimes win, sometimes don't. But important is the consistency that still we are there. And and it's not easy to do it. It's not easy to do it.
Because sometimes you sit in front of us and you whether it's a joke or not, you say that you've been able to be successful because you've had money to spend on transfers, on wages. But there's a club that's 3 miles down the road who have spent the same and are nowhere near able to achieve what you've been able to achieve in the last 5 seasons.
Listen, I'm going to say something. So, it's not about to compare about them because again, I'm not there. I don't know the reason why. But in the same times, we cannot have success if you don't have, like I said before, Atletico Madrid, the support of a hierarchy about your job we are doing, and investment. Listen, when United with Sir Alex Ferguson win Premier Leagues and Premier Leagues, they invest more than the other club. And when arrived Chelsea with Roman Abramovich and invest more with Jose and the other one, they win because they invest. And there is one exception, like Leicester can happen, but be consistent. Why Barcelona, Madrid, or win most of the time the Liga? But they invest more. So, and there are exceptions and they happen because football is so nice, because it's not about, or not so nice, I don't know, because sometimes teams like, don't deserve or they are able to win it. But football is nice in one side for that. But in Germany, Bayern Munich win because invest more than the other clubs. So, and why invest more? Because they take better players. Better players. Don't make another alternative. Better players. But the difference, I would say, in this club is there are a strategy for many years in one way. If we lose, but this is the way. We lose, but this is the way. It can be this way or the another one. It doesn't matter, but this is the way. And this is the different, not the difference, but I think this club has to aim. We can finish the season winning all titles, or we can finish the season winning 0. But I don't think the club is going to move a little bit differently the way we want to try to do it. And and that gives us, I think, the dream word about the consistency is all the manager we are looking for, the consistent to every game being there. This is the reason why. I'm talking about this club. Talking about the other ones is more and more difficult.
The last question for the embargo, Michael.
Hi, Pep. Pep, we've got two big clubs in the Premier League this season that can actually win the Premier League, the treble. Obviously, in Liverpool's case, they can win the quadruple. Do you think that was ever possible after Manchester United achieved that it would ever be done again? And does it just prove how powerful the Premier League is right now and how strong it is?
Well, if United had done once, it's because they can do it, another team. So when you break a record, you break something, it's because someone had done it before. People say we could not win 3 domestic titles. Never. It was impossible. And we did it. So when it happened, another team can do it. It's not easy, but can do it, of course. I would say in September, October, November is more difficult, but we are 2 months left and still you can be there for win the titles. Yeah, it can be possible. The other side, it happened once in a lifetime. It means how difficult it is.